Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a good day today. And if you're not, please know this: you're not alone. I understand that many people are skeptical about the law of attraction. You might be thinking, this isn't real. It sounds like a fantasy. If it worked, I'd already be living the life I want. I understand, because I once thought the same way. But something changed. Not instantly, not through magic, but through something deeply real. Something I discovered through hardship, perseverance, and lived experience. Today, I'm not here to speak to you as a guru. I'm speaking as a fellow human being, someone who has felt broken, who has failed, who has cried in the dark, and still found a way to rise again. There was a time when my life felt stuck. Everything seemed to be falling apart. I had no money, no drive, and worst of all, no belief in myself. But then, I came across something most people overlook, something that exists within every one of us, yet few understand how to truly harness: the mind. Your mind is more than just a tool. It's the steering wheel of your life. And if you don't learn how to use it, life will continue to steer you into walls. I began noticing patterns. When I thought negatively, negativity multiplied. When I spoke like someone who had already lost, I kept losing. But when I pushed myself to believe in the possibility of something better, when I visualized it, spoke it, acted like it was coming, the world around me started to shift. Call it energy, call it psychology, call it faith. The label doesn't matter. The truth is simple. What you think, you attract. What you believe, you become. Would you like me to continue rewriting the entire document in this professional tone, section by section? Bạn đã nói tiếp, ChatGPT đã nói. Here's the continuation of the professionally rewritten version in English, following the same tone and structure. This isn't just a theory, this is reality. So, if you're feeling stuck, if nothing in your life seems to be working, this video isn't just useful, it could be a turning point. Because today, I'm going to break down the truth about the law of attraction, what it really is, why it often fails, and how you can apply it step by step to transform your life. This is not merely a video, it's a mirror. And if you watch through to the end, you might just meet a version of yourself that you've never encountered before. And if you're also learning English, this is an excellent opportunity to practice your listening and comprehension skills. Part 1. What is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is simple. Whatever you consistently focus on, you draw into your life. Let me put it in the most straightforward terms. Your mind never stops working. Even while you sleep, even when you're sitting quietly, your mind is active. And the thoughts you repeat most often gradually become your reality. For instance, if you're constantly saying, "Nothing good ever happens to me," your brain will begin to look for evidence to support that belief. You'll overlook opportunities, miss out on blessings, and remain stuck, simply because your mind is conditioned to believe you're unlucky. But now, consider this. What if you changed that internal dialogue? What if you began saying, "Good things are on the way, I'm improving every day," even if life is difficult, even when you're tired? Saying those words regularly starts to shift your inner world. And when your inner world shifts, your external world must follow. We are all, right now, the product of our most consistent thoughts. If you dislike your current circumstances, it's time to change the way you think. Think of your mind as a magnet. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And what you are is shaped by what you think. So, the law of attraction isn't about simply wishing for things. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts those things. Remember this powerful truth. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you picture the life you desire? Can you see yourself as successful, healthy, loved, calm, and confident? If you can see it, it's possible. But the key is to act as if it's already yours. This is where most people go wrong. They wait for evidence. But faith always comes before proof. You must believe it first, and the results will follow. Now you may wonder, isn't this all just imagination? Yes, it is. But let me ask you this. Isn't every building first imagined by an architect? Isn't every film first conceived by a writer? Isn't every dream born first in the mind before becoming reality? Your imagination is not a fantasy. It's the blueprint of your future. A human being can accomplish anything, but only once they truly believe. Not in magic, not in luck, but in themselves. Now it's your turn. Take 1 minute, close your eyes, and picture the person you want to become. Feel it, breathe it, believe it. That's the first step. Let's be honest. When most people hear about the law of attraction, they dismiss it as mere positive thinking or wishful fantasy. But here's the reality. The law of attraction is not magic. It's mental programming. To truly understand why it works, you need to understand one key principle. Your brain is a machine, and like any machine, it follows the instructions it receives. Every day, you have between 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts, and the majority are the same ones you had yesterday. Now here's the surprising part. 95% of your life is run by your subconscious mind. That means the way you wake up, react to stress, speak, eat, walk, love, work, most of it is automatic, shaped by years of repeated thoughts, habits, and beliefs. And who programmed those patterns? You did, through repetition, the same fears, doubts, and internal narratives. So when you say things like, "I'm not good enough, I always fail," you're not just expressing frustration. You're training your brain to accept that as your reality. The science behind it. There's a small but powerful part of your brain called the reticular activating system, RAS. Its job is to filter what you notice and what you ignore. Here's an example. Have you ever thought about buying a specific car, and suddenly, you start seeing that exact model everywhere? That's not coincidence. That's your RAS saying, "You've been focused on this. Now I'll highlight it for you." Now imagine this. If you constantly focus on things like, "I'm broke, I'm tired, life is unfair," your brain will filter the world to reinforce those thoughts. You'll only notice the proof that things are bad. But if you shift your focus to, "I'm learning, I'm improving, success is coming," your mind begins to filter your reality differently. You start noticing opportunities, solutions, and momentum. Every thought carries energy, and science has shown that thoughts are electrical impulses. They generate vibrations that influence how you speak, feel, move, and even how others respond to you. So when your energy is fearful, desperate, or negative, you attract confusion and setbacks. But when your energy is grounded, clear, and grateful, you attract peace and new possibilities. This isn't fantasy. This is neuroscience, quantum energy, and habit reprogramming working together. Here's another powerful fact. When you visualize something vividly and repeatedly, your brain responds as if it's already happening. That's why elite athletes mentally rehearse winning races before they ever compete. They feel the movement, the effort, the victory in their minds, thousands of times before the actual moment. So when it comes, they're not surprised. Their brain is already familiar with success. Now imagine doing that with your own dreams. Whether it's confidence, career success, or health, don't just wish for it. See it, feel it, live it. Let's take the example of actor Jim Carrey. Before fame found him, he wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, post dated 5 years into the future. He kept it in his wallet and visualized receiving it daily. 5 years later, he landed the lead role in Dumb and Dumber and was paid exactly $10 million. This isn't fiction. It's focused intention, belief, repetition, and action in alignment. Here's what many get wrong. They think the law of attraction is passive, that it's just about dreaming. But the truth is, it's active. It takes commitment, discipline, and emotional alignment. You can't just visualize a better life. You have to speak it, act like it, think like it's already yours, even when reality says otherwise. Your subconscious doesn't respond to empty words. It responds to repetition. Say, "I am confident" once, and nothing changes. Say it every day with belief and emotion. And eventually, your brain accepts it as truth. Once your mind accepts it, your behavior changes, and your life begins to reflect that. That's the formula. Repeated thoughts, beliefs, behavior, reality. Whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, it's working in your life right now. Because your thoughts, your emotions, your words, they are all signals you're constantly broadcasting. And once you begin thinking with purpose, everything begins to align with the future you're creating. Let's face a hard truth. The law of attraction is always working, but most people don't know how to work with it. They believe that simply saying, "I want to be successful," will somehow make it happen. They write affirmations once, visualize occasionally, and then return to the same limiting thoughts, habits, and fears. When nothing changes, they conclude, "See, it doesn't work." But here's the honest truth. The law of attraction doesn't fail. Most people fail to align with it. Let's explore the most common mistakes that block its power and how to avoid them. Mistake number 1. Wanting while doubting. You say, "I want a better life." But deep down, you also say, "It'll never happen for me. I'm not lucky. Other people can do it, but not me." So what are you truly attracting? Not your desire, your doubt. The universe doesn't respond to what you say. It responds to what you believe. If your words say yes, but your energy says no, your energy wins. Picture two gardeners planting identical seeds. One waters daily, believing the flowers will bloom. The other waters with skepticism, thinking, "What if nothing grows?" Same seeds, different energy, different results. Belief, paired with consistent action, creates results. Doubt suffocates your dreams before they begin. Mistake number 2. Wishing without changing. Many people wish for a new life, while clinging tightly to the old one. They pray for success, then spend hours scrolling or watching TV. They say they want love, but carry jealousy, fear, or unresolved pain. You cannot attract transformation while behaving like the same version of yourself. The law of attraction isn't a shortcut, it's a shift. It demands an internal upgrade, and the outer world will follow naturally. Mistake number 3. Obsessing over the how. This is where even the smartest minds stumble. They say, "I believe success is possible, but how? Where will the money come from? What if no one helps me?" But here's the truth. It's not your job to figure out every detail. Your job is to believe, prepare, and move forward. The law of attraction operates like GPS. You don't see the whole road, only the next step. But if you keep moving, the path reveals itself. Take the example of David Goggins, once overweight, depressed, working in pest control. One day he decided, "This is not who I'm meant to be." He didn't know how to change. He just began. He trained, pushed through pain, believed in more. Today, he's one of the world's most elite endurance athletes. He didn't have a perfect plan. He had movement, and the path unfolded. Mistake number 4. Giving up too soon. This is the silent killer of dreams. People try visualizing or affirming for a few days. Then, when results don't show up immediately, they quit. They mistake delay for failure. But here's what they miss. The law of attraction often includes a delay. It's not punishment. It's preparation. It's testing your belief before the reward arrives. You don't plant a seed and dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust the process. If you ask and keep showing up, you pass the test. If you ask, then give in to fear and doubt, you block your own progress. Mistake number 5. Using words that sabotage. Words carry energy, and most people use them carelessly. They say, "I'm so unlucky, I'll never be confident. Why does this always happen to me?" You might think it's just harmless self-talk, but your subconscious doesn't know the difference. It's listening, always. If you constantly feed yourself disempowering language, you're not just speaking negativity, you're coding your future. A better way? Start small. Say, "I'm learning, I'm growing, the right path is opening up." You don't need to fake confidence. Just gently lead your mind in the right direction. Mistake number 6. Empty affirmations. You could say 1,000 affirmations, but if you don't feel them, they're just noise. It's not the words alone. It's the emotion behind them that creates momentum. Say, "I am powerful," and feel it in your heart. Say, "Success is finding me," and smile like it already has. Emotion is energy, and energy is the real language of the universe. Mistake number 7. Living in the past. Many claim they want change, but remain mentally trapped in old pain, regret, or failure. You can't build a new future while thinking like the old you. The law of attraction only works in the present moment. It doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you're being right now. To attract more, you must become more. In your thoughts, your emotions, your energy. Take a moment and ask yourself honestly, which of these mistakes am I making? There's no shame in awareness. It's the first step toward transformation. Choose just one habit to let go of and replace it with a better one. Do that, and your direction will begin to shift. Would you like me to continue with part 4, How to Attract Anything You Want, Step by Step? Bạn đã nói tiếp tục khi thực hiện xong, cứ như vậy cho đến hết. ChatGPT đã nói, tuyệt vời. Dưới đây là phần tiếp theo, Part 4. Được viết lại với giọng văn chuyên nghiệp, rõ ràng và truyền cảm. Part 4. How to Attract Anything You Want, Step by Step. Let's begin with a fundamental truth. The law of attraction is not about wishful thinking. It's about personal transformation. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you're truly ready for. So if you desire a different life, you must begin by changing how you think, how you feel, and how you behave every single day. Here's a structured, actionable approach to help you use the law of attraction effectively. Step 1. Get clear on what you truly want. Most people lack clarity. They say vague things like, I want to be successful, I want to be happy, I want more money. But these are not clear goals. They're general wishes, lacking focus and direction. Clarity creates power. When your desires are undefined, your energy becomes scattered. And scattered energy brings weak results. Be precise, be specific, be honest. Don't just say, I want more money. Say, I want to earn $5,000 per month doing work that I find meaningful and fulfilling. Don't just say, I want love. Say, I want a peaceful, respectful, emotionally healthy relationship. Transform your desire into a clear, vivid picture, not a blurry hope. If you can't define what you're asking for, how can the universe deliver it? Step 2. Visualize your desire. Every morning and night. Your brain doesn't communicate through words. It communicates through images and emotions. So, take 5 minutes every morning and evening to visualize your desire as if it's already happening. Don't observe it like a distant movie. Immerse yourself in it like you're living that life right now. Feel it, see it, feel your hands holding it. Feel the calm confidence in your chest. Feel the gratitude in your heart. The more real it feels inside, the more real it becomes outside. This is not daydreaming. This is mental rehearsal, the same technique used by elite athletes and high performers. Step 3. Feel the emotions before the outcome arrives. Many people delay feeling good until their goals are achieved. They say things like, I'll be happy when I get the job. I'll feel confident when I lose weight. I'll feel peace when life gets easier. But that's backwards. Your emotion is the signal, and that signal is the magnet. You must feel it now to attract it into your reality. Ask yourself, if I already had what I wanted, how would I feel? Then begin to feel that emotion today. Gratitude, feel it. Confidence, show it. Peace, live it now. Step 4. Act like it's already yours. This doesn't mean pretending, it means preparing. Start living as if you've already received what you're working toward. Want confidence? Then speak, walk, and carry yourself with power starting today. Want success? Wake up early. Stay focused. Keep learning. Want wealth? Manage your current finances with intention and care. When your actions align with your belief, you send a powerful message. I'm not waiting, I'm becoming. And the universe responds. Step 5. Use affirmations to rewire your mind. Affirmations are not magic words. They are instructions you give to your brain, but they must be present tense, emotional, consistent. Don't say, I will be confident someday. Say, I am confident now. I am growing stronger every day. Don't say, I hope I become successful. Say, success is already flowing to me. I am open and ready. Speak these affirmations out loud with belief and repetition until they become your internal narrative. Because if you don't direct your self-talk, it will be shaped by fear, past pain, and society. Step 6. Take one small action every day. This is where most people drop the ball. They believe the law of attraction is about thinking and waiting. But the law of attraction responds to motion, not just emotion. Every dream needs a bridge, and that bridge is action. Want to learn English? Study 20 minutes a day. Want to get in shape? Move your body, even if just a walk. Want to build a business? Send one email, make one call, share one idea. Action proves you're serious. If you never act, you're only hoping. But when you take daily steps, even small ones, the universe meets you halfway. Step 7. Trust the timing, but stay committed. Here's the biggest trap. People do everything right for a week, then quit when results don't come fast enough. That's like planting a seed and walking away because nothing sprouted overnight. But you're not just attracting outcomes, you're building identity. Change takes time, but the reward lasts a lifetime. Your dream has a divine schedule, and it's on the way. Your job is to stay ready, not to rush. Step 8. Practice gratitude before the results arrive. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's one of the most powerful emotional signals you can send. When you feel grateful before something arrives, you tell the universe, I already feel abundant. I'm open to receive more. Write this every day. I'm grateful for my growth. I'm grateful for the lessons. I'm grateful for what's coming. Gratitude shifts your energy from chasing to aligning. If you want to attract something you've never had, you must become someone you've never been. And this process will guide you there, step by step, day by day. This is not about magic. This is about mental clarity, emotional maturity, and consistent inspired action. Follow this path with your full heart, and one day you'll look back and say, I don't know the exact moment it all changed, but I'm no longer the person who once doubted my worth. You may have a clear vision. You may visualize, take action, speak affirmations daily, yet still feel stuck. Why? Because something deeper may be silently working against you. Something invisible. Something you might not even be aware of. These are called mental and emotional blocks. And they are often the true reason why manifestation fails. They silently weaken your energy. They cancel your intentions. They distort the signal you're sending to the universe, even when your words are correct. It's time to bring them into the light and release them, one by one. Block number 1. Unhealed pain from the past. You say you want peace. You say you want love. But deep down, you're still carrying old wounds. Maybe it's betrayal, rejection, failure, moments where life broke your heart, and no one helped you heal. That pain, if left unprocessed, becomes armor. It makes your energy defensive, closed, cautious. And here's the truth. You cannot attract abundance with a heart filled with pain. You cannot attract love with a mind rooted in fear. You must heal. You must release. You must forgive. Not for them, but for your own freedom. The law of attraction doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your emotional frequency. So, even if you speak beautiful affirmations, if your energy is still anchored in pain, you'll unconsciously block what you're asking for. How to heal. Face it. Write it down. Revisit the memory. Cry if you need to. Then affirm. I am no longer that version of me. I release this pain. I allow myself to begin again. And do this as many times as needed, until your heart feels lighter. That's when your signal clears. Block number 2, fear of responsibility. You say you want success, but do you? Because success comes with responsibility, with expectations, discipline, visibility, pressure. And many people aren't afraid of failure. They're afraid of what happens if they actually succeed. What if I can't handle it? What if people expect too much from me? That hidden fear creates internal resistance. You try to move forward, but part of you pulls back. How to overcome it? Confront the fear directly. Ask yourself, what scares me about succeeding? Don't judge, just acknowledge. Then shift the belief. I will grow into the person who can handle success. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep evolving. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the commitment to keep going, despite it. Block number 3, low self-worth. This may be the most dangerous block because it's so subtle. You may smile on the outside and say, I want more from life. But deep down you might believe, I don't deserve it. If you don't feel worthy of love, health, success, or abundance, you'll unconsciously reject it, sabotage it, or overlook it. You'll settle for less. You'll stay in toxic patterns. You'll remain small, not because you're not capable, but because your subconscious doesn't believe you're enough. But here's the truth. You don't receive what you want. You receive what you believe you're worthy of. How to rebuild your worth. Start with this powerful truth. I was born worthy. I don't need to earn it. I don't need to prove it. I just need to remember it. Look in the mirror and declare, I deserve love. I deserve peace. I deserve to win. Say it like you mean it, until your body begins to believe it. Because the law of attraction cannot give you more than you think you deserve. Block number 4, unclear identity. You want a new life, but you're unsure of who you truly are. You keep saying, I don't know who I am anymore. But a weak identity creates a weak signal, and a weak signal cannot attract a strong reality. You cannot build a clear future while holding a confused self-image. Stop defining yourself by your past pain. Stop describing yourself with labels like broken, lazy, lost, or unlucky. Instead, create a new identity, one that reflects your highest self, not who others told you to be, not who you were yesterday, but who you are becoming. How to clarify your identity. Ask yourself, who is the version of me I want to step into? Is that version confident, kind, disciplined, joyful? Then start walking, talking, and thinking like that version, right now. Small shifts build massive change. When your identity aligns, your energy aligns, and your life begins to mirror that. Block number 5, impatience and desperation. This is a hidden block that repels everything you desire. When you chase your dream with desperation, you signal lack. When you feel impatient, you tell the universe, I don't trust the process, I need this now, or I won't be okay. That energy is not faith, it's fear, and fear sends the wrong signal. The law of attraction does not respond to begging, it responds to belief. How to shift. Detach from the timeline. Say to yourself daily, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me at the right time in the right way. Focus on becoming better, not on getting faster. Patience is not passive, it's powerful alignment. No matter how often you repeat affirmations or visualize your dream, if your inner world is filled with fear, shame, confusion, or pain, nothing will shift. You must clear space within. Heal what hurts. Release the old stories. Speak your truth. And rise. Because when your energy becomes clear, your manifestations arrive quickly. Not because of magic, but because you finally stopped blocking what was always meant for you. There's something you need to understand. Something few people will ever tell you, and something you may have forgotten. You were never meant to live a small life. You weren't created just to survive, struggle, and stay silent. You were born with potential, with intelligence, with energy, with a mind that can imagine, a body that can create, and a spirit capable of deep transformation. But somewhere along the way, someone made you doubt that truth. They told you, you're not smart enough, you're not lucky, stay realistic, dreams are for other people. And the most painful part, you believed them. You began to limit yourself to match their fears. You began to shrink your light to fit into spaces you were never meant to remain in. But deep inside, despite the noise, there's still a whisper. There is more. More life, more strength, more love, more you. And that whisper is why you're here right now, reading this. This isn't just about the law of attraction. It's about remembering who you truly are. It's not about things. It's about identity. Most people misunderstand the law of attraction. They think it's about cars, wealth, jobs, or relationships. But the law isn't about things. It's about alignment. It's about stepping into the strongest, clearest, most authentic version of yourself. That version of you already exists, buried beneath years of fear, guilt, and silence. And once that version awakens, you don't just wait for a better life, you build it. You don't just hope things change, you change yourself. You become someone unshakable on the inside, and the world begins to reflect that power. You no longer beg, you no longer chase, you no longer try to force outcomes. Instead, you command your inner world. You become a match for the life you desire. You speak as if it's already done. You walk as if the path is already clear. You move forward with confidence, knowing the future is unfolding in your favor. Because now you understand, if I can hold it in my mind, feel it in my heart, and act on it with belief, then nothing can stop it from becoming real. That's not wishful thinking. That's not hype. That's a law. Let's be real. The people who transform their lives, they weren't chosen. They weren't born lucky. They weren't special. They simply decided. They reached a moment and said, I refuse to live this way any longer. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care who doubts me. I will rise. And then they did. Because once you make a decision with full clarity, belief, and action, the universe has no choice but to respond. The law of attraction doesn't answer wishes. It answers commitment. Maybe right now, you feel tired. Maybe you're confused, in pain, or exhausted from trying and failing. But here is the truth. You can start from exactly where you are and change everything. Your power has never left you, it's just been asleep. And now it's time to wake it up. Here's your roadmap, not complicated, but life-changing. Decide clearly what you want, write it down, be specific. Visualize it every morning and night until it feels familiar. Feel the emotions as if it's already yours. Peace, power, gratitude. Take consistent action, not to prove yourself, but to become your future self. Speak life. Use words that build your identity. Let go of fear, doubt, pain, and your old story. That version of you is done. Trust the process, even when the results aren't visible yet. Stay prepared, because when your moment arrives, you must be ready. Never forget who you are, ever again. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are the source. You are the vessel. You are the miracle. You don't need luck. You need alignment. So don't just learn about the law of attraction. Live it. Breathe it. Embody it. Don't wait for a better life. Become the kind of person who creates one. Don't look for signs. You are the sign. And now I speak directly to you. Yes, you. You are meant to find these words. You are meant to wake up. You are meant to rise. I don't care how long you've been stuck. I don't care what others have said about you. Because from this moment forward, everything can change. Not by chance, but by choice. The question is, will you finally claim the power you've always had? Because you can. And I believe in you. Even if no one else does, I do. Thank you for walking this far. If you're still here, it means you're ready. So let this be the day you remember who you are. May your thoughts become focused. May your heart become light. May your soul become free. And may everything meant for you finally find you. You are not alone.